So, I was listening to Professor Jordon Peterson talking about his sort of maps of meaning and saying that that one of the causes of depression is being betrayed, and that was certainly what caused my depression. And then having, it was sort of fairly heavy going, so I switched over to and I watched something by Angry Foreigner, who was commenting on a video by Paul Joseph Watson, both about depression. And I kind of agreed with both of them. I mean, looking back 20, 25 years later, and I'm really grateful that that happened to me. As far as delayed gratification goes, to sacrifice 6 months of my life feeling absolutely terrible, in order to become a much stronger, happier, more capable person, was a good thing. And I wouldn't have wanted excuses and pills and all the other things. I was glad. It's almost like depression's your subconscious saying, hey, look at this, you've got to do this, this is really important. And I just think it's the way that your brain, which is a very clever thing, works together to protect you as an entire entity, and your sort of conscious mind is only part of who you are. However, I also agree with Angry Foreigner in the fact that just because I was able to use books and friends and various support that I had to recover and get on doesn't mean to say that all people would have my experience. And I completely recognise the seriousness and the agony of depression, and I wouldn't want to estimate the severity of the problem, but at the same time, it shouldn't be considered that every tiny little thing should be considered to be depression and that we should run away from it like cowards. Very recently, I've been suffering from a very unpleasant condition called trigeminal neuralgia, which is extremely painful. And the doctors have been rushing in to offer me antidepressants and that sort of thing, which I found extremely frustrating because professional advice and help from a neurologist or any sort of specialist was impossible because the NHS made me just wait months and months and months, and when I did see somebody I was rushed through. So drugs for depression shouldn't really be used as to wallpaper over the cracks of people who have other conditions that are extremely serious.